Hear all of our previously aired broadcasts of News for the Soul online at newsforthesoul.com. Now let's get back to the show.
All right, Best Healing with Beth, yay, is next. Let's bring Beth on to reintroduce herself, her show, and her guest, and what's up for today. Beth, welcome back.
Yay, thank you. Thank you. 2 hurricanes later, I'm back.
Yay.
I'm excited. So, yes, this is the Best Healing Show, and I'm excited because I have the best person with me today on the show, who is Kalyani Heather Lynn, and she and I have known each other a really long time, and she's fantastic. So I'm so excited she's here because we're going to talk about how we help other people learn what we do and some of what we do and how that works, because a lot of people are really interested. So she's my number one exceptional teacher of skills. So she's here with me today.
Awesome. Just before you dive in, I'll just let you know we had a full switchboard of callers, and I lost everybody when we refreshed the board for the show. So hopefully they'll dial back in, so you got some time to set the context and all of that.
Okay. Well, that's good. That works. We'll go with the flow here.
All right.
Kalyani, are you here?
I'm here. Hi.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
How are you?
Yeah. I'm great. I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm really glad to have you here. Nicole, we can just dive in if you like, unless you have any specific questions you want us to go over here from the beginning.
No, diving in is the best place to start. Yay.
Thank you. So, Kalyani, the reason I wanted to have you on the show today are, of course, multiple reasons, but I think there's been a lot of interest in our work on this show, and, we've had a lot of callers calling in since we started it a few months back, and, people wanting help with various issues and, what's blocking their healing. The best thing to do is to share with people that we at, Best Healing Solutions teach what we do to, empower people so that they can learn and help themselves and people and animals that they love and all of that. So I thought it would be really great to have you here since you're, the exceptional teacher of Best Healing Solutions, standout master teacher of all, honestly. So I really wanted to have you on the show today.
Oh, thank you. Yes, super sweet of you. Yeah, really, it's our bodies who are the teacher. They tell us everything. We just have to listen.
That's right.
So,
That's right. Well, and Kalyani, I want to just introduce you a little. Kalyani teaches our introductory, which is the most important, our introductory class on self-muscle testing. All of our work that you hear on the show, or that some of you that listen are clients as well, all of our work and its success in helping ourselves is built upon, learning self-muscle testing. That is the beginning of everything. So once someone can learn that, they can learn everything else that we teach. So it's critical. And, Kalyani is the teacher for that introductory self-muscle testing class. So if you haven't taken it and you want to learn how to self-muscle test, in other words, on yourself with a one-handed technique versus I have to, be with a person physically and hold their arm and push on their arm like, old school psychology. This is very different and much more flexible to use. So that's why I wanted to have you on the show, because that's the beginning of everything that we do to help others.
Yeah. Yeah, and just learning the muscle test can be so profound. when I started, it was my early 20s, and I just had someone push my arm down, feel for the strong or weak. And then at a moment when I didn't know what the heck to do for my health or myself, I just started pushing my own arm down. So I just started doing self-muscle testing on my own and was able to just get, test all my foods, changed my diet so I could function again. So even at just that level, it was profound. So then I was, as a mom of, how old was she? Like 4 or 5, and I couldn't just fall apart. So, yeah, my body just jumped in, and, even just doing that was really profound. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. If you taught yourself how to test your own arm, that's amazing.
Yeah, well, because my daughter's 5, and I taught her how. Push my arm down. We'd be in the grocery store. Push my arm down. Push my arm down. She did not want to push Mom's arm down. She'd be running down the aisle.
Exactly.
So okay, I'll just do it.
Well, but that's why, right? That's why you teach everyone the one-handed, self-muscle testing technique that you can use at any time, any place, no matter where you are or what the situation is.
Exactly. So portable, and people can use any. Actually, you can use any muscle on your body to test with. I've even heard of people using their tongue, But, and it makes it super portable and quick. A lot of people come in I use the pendulum. I just want to comment on that, too, because the pendulum is great, but you can do it so much faster on your body. You do 10 questions in the time, and you can do 1 on the pendulum. And there's just something about, I feel like doing it on your own body that you really can build trust with too. That's different. You won't lose it. You won't lose that. You won't lose that arm. It'll stay there.
Yeah. No,
your pendulum.
I agree.
Where's my pendulum?
Well, and Kalyani, a lot of people will say, well, first of all, right, muscle testing it's about testing for truth. It's about testing in any arena in life. So it helps you to access truth because, a lot of times, and I think especially these times, and we just literally went through a hurricane here in Florida again, and literally fear gets in the way of our connection a lot of times, right? So fear gets in the way. And when you become an adept muscle tester with a one-handed technique for yourself, that bypasses fear. It bypasses, false beliefs. It bypasses all of that and just goes to muscle, strength, or weakness.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of it. You can if it will bypass fear if you become, adept at it. Now, sometimes I think, it's good to have someone else that is in your life know how to test as well, because, if you're testing truth for yourself, you may have, let's say, preconceived notions about what a result might be, or something that's difficult for you to test about your child, or, whatever. So it's nice to have someone else in your life that you can also teach how to test. And, then it makes that even more neutral and objective. But when you test others, I think we're very neutral and objective when we test other people, and that we have others test ourselves as well. And I think that works really well to do it that way. And that's why we're in business, because we help we help people by the testing that we do to find the answers quickly. But I think, it's about testing truth, and, there's so many advantages to it. I was before the show, even, I think the first place I probably ever practiced testing was a grocery store. Right? And testing for food sensitivities, health of the food, scale of 1 to 10, how healthy is that food? Are there pesticides on the food? Will I have some kind of allergy reaction to the food? And going through and learning how to test, what are the best foods for me. I mean, even just food. There's so many ways you can learn how to test produce, products on the shelves, or is something actually testing organic, or does it actually have pesticides on it? I mean, you can find what's absolutely best for you and your family by learning how to muscle test just in the grocery store. And not even talking about the supplement aisle yet. I mean, how many supplements are out there now, and how many supplement companies? And how do you know what to take?
Yep. We have a whole supplement section in the 1A class, the first class too, and because I like to help people, not just like, traditional hold the supplement strong or weak. That's great. Right. But then, you can walk out with half the store.
That's right.
You have how, is this kind of, how good is this? So we have ways to scale the supplements, make a little scale 1 to 10, and other questions, like what are my top 10, or, so just little tricks like that, because it's great. I love sharing these tricks in the class because, we've been doing this a long time, and that'll save you a few years if you do it like that, rather than do it like I did and just filled my shelf up with supplements. Just realize, honestly, you know what, this one is not, it's good, but it's not doing, like what this one's doing, like,
right.
Yeah.
Well,
so.
Save your thousands of dollars. I mean, if you just test supplements, okay, is this, the supplement, and then we have, we go through a whole process of testing, not just like, strong or weak arm, but we go through a whole process. Right. Is this beneficial? Is it significantly beneficial? Right?
Right.
Help me. How many is it my best interest to take it every day? How many per day? Is it best to take it with food? Is it best to take it on an empty stomach? Is it neutral? Is it actually harmful to me? Right?
Right.
So, and you can check most of those statements even before you buy it. Just, on the shelf. So, just that alone, I think, of how much, well, first of all, any kind of bad reactions, and how much money I save just being able to test supplements.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, so, I think that's another huge advantage is foods and supplements. Even like, I just went to the dentist between hurricanes and had a ceramic implant. And, even the ability to test all of that, right? It's like, okay, what are they using when you go to the dentist or the doctor? Or if you're going to have a surgery, okay, what's everything they're using? What's the anesthesia? What's the painkillers? Are they giving you antibiotics? Are you having some kind of implant or joint replacement? Okay, what are they using? You can test all of that ahead of time and know if it's good for you or not. And then if it's not, going back to the nurse or whoever is involved and saying, okay, this particular anesthesia doesn't test well for me. What else do you have? And then you go through and you test what is the one for you and what's the one that's in your best interest and the one that's going to be the best for your body.
Yeah, that's a great thing. Another little aside on that topic is too, I love doing a treatment to prep for those kind of things too, to help your body detox and use the medication or whatever you have to have properly, and then get it out quick. Just to prep. That works really well. Minimize the side effects. Like, really amazing. Also, I have great success just even asking which doctor or healthcare person I should go to, which is good for my clients, right? do you need to go to the ER? No, you don't. You know, I'm getting used to you try this naturopath, or that's another thing I don't think we think about testing for as much.
Yeah, you know, you can test truth on anything, right? I mean, like today, I client today exactly what you just said, and she called and said, okay, here's a list of all of the dental issues I'm having. Here's a list of these 8 dentists and endodontists and people in my state, and who is testing the best for me for these issues. You know, yeah, we went through, and one was the best for one thing, and then there was another dentist that was better for another issue she was having. So, she's like, okay, great. I'm going to start, you know, with a consultation with this one dentist, and then I'm going to this other one for this other piece, and thank you, you know. That saves so much time, energy, money, and, you know, sends you to that resonates the best for what you need done.
Yeah.
I mean, what a gift.
Absolutely. What a gift. Yeah. And you can use, sky's the limit, you know, testing for finding houses, which phone, which car. You know.
Yeah.
But Amazon.
Hey, Beth, I just want to let you know one of the callers is back on the board, so let me know when you want to go to a caller.
Sure. Okay. Yeah, I do want to share one other thing, and then we can grab the caller. You know, I think one of the biggest benefits, of course, everything we're mentioning, but a big reason we teach this, and that Kalyani teaches this, is that people call for help with symptoms. You know, they're like, I don't know what is causing this symptom. Help me. I mean, that's why they're calling, right? That's the majority of the reason why people call. So what's going on? What is causing this symptom? And we can help people with that, usually quickly, before they have to go and have a bunch of testing done at the doctor. Or we can help narrow down what is happening so someone knows what to do, and it gives them a healthy path forward. So I just wanted to mention that before, you know, we started taking calls, because that's really a huge reason why we teach. It's to help with determining what's causing symptoms, to help people feel empowered and stronger, and so they have a path going forward.
Yeah.
Kalyani, shall we take?
Sure.
All right, let's go to the first caller, area code 267. You're live.
That's me.
What's your first name? Where are you calling in from?
Kathy. I'm calling from Philadelphia.
Hi, Kathy.
Kathy, go ahead, tell her that.
Oh, hi, Kath. How are you?
I'm all right, but I've got a simple question.
Yeah. What's your question?
I've never been able to do cow's milk, but I used to be able to use goat's milk. And now I can't do goat's milk or goat's milk cheese or goat's milk yogurt.
Okay, so you're getting symptoms from those items now?
Yeah, they don't agree with me. They don't taste good. They don't taste good.
Okay, so because we're talking about muscle testing, right? So let's do this. Let's go ahead and just test you on it, just to show people, you know, how we do that muscle testing.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Kalyani, do you want to do that?
Why don't you show me what we're doing? Are you just checking it as a toxin, or?
Yeah, I was just going to test Kathy on. She's talking about, you know, feeling like goat dairy isn't testing good for her anymore.
Right. Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay. So, Kathy, say I want to be healthy.
I want to be healthy.
Okay, so you show a reversal, at least from talking about the goat milk, if nothing else. So go ahead and hold the fingertips of one hand 2 inches above your navel.
Okay.
Clothing on. Okay, so this is the belly point we have people hold for any reversal. To make sure you're holding that point, Kathy, say, I want to be healthy.
I want to be healthy.
Good. Okay. Then I'm just going to check a couple preliminary things that I test. So I'm 100% over any blocks to accurate testing, deception in my testing. I'm 100% free of any spiritual interference, attachment, attack. That looks fine. I have an open block, lost, or incomplete treatment. 100% of my treatment's online. Okay. So your testing, what we call testable. Okay. So that means we're getting accurate information. So, Kathy, think about something goat dairy, like that you've had. Goat cheese, goat milk.
Yep.
Okay, what are you thinking of?
Goat milk yogurt.
Okay. So it's important for anyone listening, when you're testing someone, you want them to think about what it is that they are either wanting to eat or have eaten, not what you have had as the tester. Okay? So we're testing what she's had and what she's thinking of. That's more important. Otherwise, you may not get correct information. Okay. So Kathy's thinking, okay, I'm thinking about this goat milk yogurt that I've had before. Okay. So Kathy, say that yogurt.
That yogurt.
Okay. That tests okay so far. Say that yogurt, I want to be healthy.
That yogurt, I want to be healthy.
Okay. That tests weak. Okay. So what that's telling us is the yogurt tests weak, so not good, plus it reverses your energy field and blocks healing. Okay. So, yeah, you're right. So your gut feeling was right. It's not testing for you anymore. And it used to. So then, you know, to demonstrate a little bit more, you know, what we do, Kathy, say something in the range.
Something? I didn't catch that.
That's okay. We'll just test it. Something in the terrain changed. Okay. So we want to know what changed. Okay. So what's the priority? Kathy, say this is physical.
This is physical.
Yes. Say this is something man-made.
This is something man-made.
No. Say this is biological.
This is biological.
Okay, so that test strong, just for people listening. That test is a yes. There's something biological in the body that has changed. So now Kathy's not testing well on goat dairy products. Okay? So your body says biological. Because I've been doing this a long time, I can tell there's some kind of pathogen in your gut that never used to be there. Okay? So let's check and see what that is. So, okay, there's something that's changed. Biological, it's pathogen in the body, in the gut, that has caused you to be sensitive to goat dairy. That's what we know so far just from simple muscle testing. Okay. That's why everyone needs to learn how to do this. Okay. So then if we check, okay, we know something changed, the pathogen. Okay, so let's see which one it is. So we'll check this whole thing. Okay. Virus. I'm being challenged by a virus. There's a virus that contributed to this goat dairy sensitivity. Your body says no. If I check for what I call hidden virus, your body says that's fine. Okay. Then if we say I'm fighting a bacteria, yes. Okay. I'm being challenged by a bacteria. If I also check for hidden bacteria, okay, there's 3 hidden bacteria. Okay. Is there more? Yes. Okay. I'm going to check for mycoplasma. That's a type of bacteria. That's fine. Unknown pathogen. Again, I muscle test all of this. Unknown pathogen. No problem. Okay. Fungal issue. Fungal infection in the gut that actually tests weak. So there's a fungal infection as well that's a contributing factor. Okay. I'm testing, muscle testing, one-handed for biofilm in the gut that tests okay. Think about parasites here. So I know you were something for parasites there for a while. So if we go here, okay, there's a little bit of something left there along the parasite line as well. So your body says parasite, bacteria, and fungal infection is the reason that now goat dairy isn't tested well for you. Okay, so let's do this to show, again, how this works. So let's just say, okay, so if we just erase so as you're going along with your healing, let's say, okay, now the bacteria, the fungal, and the parasites are gone, then how does goat dairy test? Let's test that. So, Kathy, again, say that goat dairy yogurt.
That's goat dairy yogurt and cheese.
Okay, yep, okay. Say that yogurt. You're throwing the cheese in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's goat dairy. Everything made from goat dairy.
Right, that's okay. Okay, so let's just show the example of the yogurt, but I know what you're saying. Say that yogurt, I want to be healthy.
That yogurt, I want to be healthy.
Good. Test strong. Okay. Then if we say that yogurt, I want to be sick, test weak, just like it should. So yeah, you see, if those pathogens weren't there, then you're going to be fine on goat dairy again. So it's a matter of getting those pathogens. Yeah. So that's the just from simple muscle testing. Perfect. Thank you for calling in, Kathy.
You're welcome. Thank you for helping.
Yeah, you're very welcome. My pleasure, always.
All right, thanks for calling in.
Thank you, Kathy.
Pretty cool demo there. All right, there's another caller. I haven't screened, so if you need anything, all ones. What's your first name? Where are you calling in from?
I'm Miss Nicole Marie. It's Melissa, your number one fan for 10 years.
Melissa in Colorado. You're up.
Hi, man.
Guest.
Hi, Melissa.
Thank you, Miss Nicole Marie. Hi, man. How you doing? Are we doing just healing or reading? Can I ask you a question?
Oh, you can ask. Yeah, you can ask the question. Sure.
Thanks, it's beautiful. I listened to you before and I couldn't get in many times. Again, 10 years. So my question is, I want to think positive. I'm going through a lot of life changes right now. It's coming at me very fast. But I really need some assistance with some sort of, and I'm free will here. But anyway, what I mean by that is, do you see my male friend? He has very good advice. He's experienced on certain things. Maybe I'm able to connect with him again, or give him more time. I don't know the answer to that. One of your assistants.
Yeah, you were cutting out just a second there, Melissa, when you were talking. So, are you talking about a friend?
Yeah, my question is, there's a male friend that I like to connect with. I'm not sure if he really calmed down, because I like to get some input on him. He has a lot of good advice on life situations, things that you have to go through, like paperwork and stuff like that.
Okay.
And I wanted to see if I'm able to connect with him now, or do I wait, or what do you see on that?
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's something we can show with muscle testing too. So what I would say is, and Kalyani, please feel free to jump in here anytime you want to.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, we get relationship questions. These are good.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
They're great for muscle testing.
Yeah, I try and tell my girl clients, my teenager clients, check with me before you have that boyfriend. Just call me.
Exactly.
So you're wanting to check and see if you should hook up with him now, or
call
him, or
do you see him like if he's still my friend, like if he's still my friend, what changes is he going through? Like want to get like an update on him. He was very helpful, but he does have bad temper, but we all have something in us. But yeah.
So Melissa, you're thinking about, what I would ask is, specifically, what are you wanting from him? Like help with some things, or like a romantic relationship, or more of a friendship, or more professional?
Well, we're friends, so I'm gonna just think friends right now, friendship, because he helped me with a lot of like paperwork, things that you have to do. Sometimes you have to pay somebody so much, and I didn't really have to pay with him. Sometimes I just gave him donation, and that was very helpful to me.
So do you want to just check? Yeah, you want to check and see if you should reach out to him to help you again, or just to connect, just to say hi, or.
You got it, man. Okay. You got it, man. Thank you, both of y'all. Beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, just going to clarify the question. And then, I don't know, I would go a couple of ways with this. I would just take your words, Melissa, and just ask, using our favorite statement, is it in your highest and best? That's a kind of good blanket way to check, is it in your highest and best to connect with him in the way that you're asking about? And then just ask strong or weak. And my body's just strong.
Mhm. Me too.
Seems okay. And then, then if you need more, do you want to ask further? Does that help?
So does that mean yes?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Your highest and best to connect, yes.
And what about the business partner? Because I know that that particular person, when we look at her with short hair, she wants to help people, but then she don't like something because someone didn't pay her, and she starts creating problems, lying. I cannot do that because I don't want someone passing away, and I have a conscience. And what about her? Is she gonna be able to control that? Like that I'm able to communicate and keep her on the side? I know they have business, they have a big business or a small business. I don't know how it's going.
Okay, help me out again. So this is another person we're just going to ask about to see if she should be involved?
No. Is that how is he going to be able to control the business partner when he communicates with me? There we go.
Okay. All right. Is she going to be able to control him when he communicates with you? That's the question?
Yeah. Like, is he able to move it to the side because I have some things I need to take care of with paperwork, and if I end up paying it, I'm gonna be off balance, but this is really important, and he lets me pay him the donation because it's like some really high intense paperwork, and I just want to know if the business partner is. She email not going to be. Is he going to be able to handle not to interfere too much?
I think it's going to be okay. He can do that. Strong.
Yeah.
It's okay. Okay.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. And just a quick blessing from y'all ladies. Any blessings? And I know you got to go.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for calling. Good question.
Yeah. Well, thank you, and I'm sorry I was mumbling. I didn't know how to ask. But thank you so much for understanding. You're great.
It'll help you. You'll feel more, calm and confident, and maybe more clear when you talk with them, and sure, and that will help the situation also just be more positive when you have that good attitude.
You're right about that. That's just like Madonna has, well, not like Madonna, but famous people have a lot of confidence. You're right about that. Have confidence.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it'll help you. Yeah.
All right. Thanks for calling in.
And come learn to muscle test. It helps us. That confidence part is really another gift of muscle testing. We learn to have confidence.
All right.
That's right.
So very intrigued that you can do the arm pushing down style of self-testing yourself. And intrigued that it came out of sort of out of need. How long does it take to kind of get the hang of that and know that you're not kind of, controlling it, running it, even subconsciously?
It really depends on each person. Everybody is so different, and that, doing it on Zoom is great because I can see, and I can feel, and I can we have our cameras on. I can see what your body's doing. We can see it. And some people will just drop right in and feel it. And you can see the change in their body. You can see their strong will have a broader range, and their weak will have a shorter range. But generally, the pushing the arm down method is not one that I recommend starting with. Your arm's going to get tired.
Yeah.
You ask a lot of questions, by the way. And some methods are 2 hands and some methods are 1 hand. So you play it. Over the years, I've found a couple of methods that work best on most people that you can learn quickly. And so it just depends. It can be anywhere from just a few weeks to a few months to really, depending on how much you practice and how much if you have like interference or a lot of
dehydration.
There can be dehydration. There can be physical like toxins, like if you're eating really bad, or or if you're really ill, you may need to just clean up a little bit, make a few shifts, and then boom, suddenly your testing is amazing. So that's also what we teach in the 1A, is how to find the things that get in the way of your good testing.
Mm-hmm.
Like sorry, I'm rambling on, but I got one more thing to say. So if you're one of those people who tried muscle testing and to go, oh, I've tried it, it doesn't work for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's not true. Your body does know how to do it. It's just, so we, in our classes, we'll talk about the polarity alignment, getting in alignment. That's what Beth was doing, checking her to, having her say, I want to be healthy, and having her hold the belly spot, that fingers together 2 inches above the navel, which will really help shift your testing to be in alignment. So then you're going to get better answers. And then we'll show how to double check and find things in your environment that will help clean up your muscle testing. Does that make sense? Is that a long answer to how long does it take?
Yeah, it makes sense.
It can be quick.
Yeah. I'll just let you know we've got a bit of a lull on the board here. I'm just refreshing.
Okay.
Got some really loud birds there in the background. That sounds amazing.
That'll be Kalyani. That's my birds.
Beautiful. Some people have emailed in. Can somebody have a question answered via email if they're not physically on the phone lines?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do that while we're refreshing the board. Tara in New York, she has found that she's had problems with candida or something like it, and she's wondering if you're able to pick up anything around inflammation or related things. I'm paraphrasing. It was a long paragraph.
So her name was Tara?
Yes, in New York.
Okay. And this is a good example because it shows, how we also do this remotely. And when you become, adept at the muscle testing, you can do it remotely. You can do it, as a surrogate. I work on people that are in the hospital that I can't speak to, or someone, that might be in a coma or paralyzed or unable to speak. We're able to help in all those situations because of the ability to do the muscle testing. So it makes it really universal and universally used. So, if we check for Tara, okay. So, Nicole, I'm going to use you as a surrogate. So, if we're testing for Tara, so, and just to kind of give a demo. So, Nicole, if I'm saying testing for Tara, so Nicole, say I want to be healthy.
I want to be healthy.
Okay, so Tara is reversed right now. So, Nicole, take the fingertips of one hand and hold them 2 inches above your navel.
Okay.
Okay. For Tara, again, say I want to be healthy.
I want to be healthy.
Good. So now she would be testing strong. Okay. So then we can just check 100% over any blocks to accurate testing, deception in my testing, 100% free of any spiritual interference, attachment, attack, non-physically attached fields. Fine. Okay. So the question was about candida. Okay. So, which is a type of fungal infection. So, if we check, a lot of people think candida for women just means vaginal yeast infection. Candida is a lot more than that. It can be basically anywhere in the body causing trouble. So if we check for Tara, and using you, Nicole, as a surrogate, okay, I'm touching some specific points on the body that we test for fungal infection. Okay. So if we do that, let's see. Okay. Nicole, say, I want to be healthy.
I want to be healthy.
Okay. So that's testing weak. Okay. So the muscle testing goes weak. And I'm just touching some fungal infection points on my body for Tara, and it's testing weak. So we know, yes, there is some kind of fungal infection. Nicole, say, this is a type of candida.
This is a type of candida.
Yes. Okay. Say, there's more.
There's more.
No. So there is a type of candida. It actually resonates with Candida albicans. I'm testing that to be true and strong. Okay. So then just to give Tara a little more info, let's just find where it is. So again, I'm just touching on my self-testing using Nicole as a surrogate. So it's showing up liver. And then the lower half of the dural tube that holds the spine, which is a very common place, by the way. Okay. Test the digestive tract. Yes, the digestive valves, like the ileocecal valve, the colon, small intestine.
Bladder.
Yep. Thank you, Kalyani. Bladder. A little bit nasal. Ears, and something on the skin. Anything else, Kalyani, you're picking up there?
Something in her head.
Like scalp, maybe?
Deep nasal. What is there? What's back there?
Mm-hmm.
Eyes.
Like behind the eyes or something?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yep, that's what I get. Yeah, that's
okay.
Strong. I guess it feels like the whole field.
Okay. Yeah. So what I would, what we'd talk with her about, or if we had more of a history from her, I'd like to know, like, what kind of buildings has she lived in? Where is she living right now? Because if we're finding some of that in, sinus or behind the nose, that kind of thing, that usually tells us, there's been some kind of mold exposure as well. Candida often comes from, antibiotic use, steroid use, birth control pill use over time, eating things your body can't digest very well, so it just kind of sits, in the gut and doesn't digest, break down very well. So, those would be some of the things we would talk to her about, as a client. But, with the muscle testing, she could also learn to, test, like, whether she had candida, for herself. So that's a good example. Thank you, Nicole.
Now, I have questions now. How do you use someone as a surrogate and ensure that the surrogate's stuff doesn't get coming through on the test?
Yeah, so usually what we'll do is, well, first of all, if possible, I like to have a picture of somebody if I'm working, like, through you as a surrogate, for example. But you don't have to. That just makes it probably more clean. But the truth is that as long as you, as a surrogate, are holding your belly point, so then you're not reversing or, your energy is strong because you're holding that point, then you are a fine, perfect vessel for testing for somebody else, as long as you're holding that point. Because then if Nicole is reversed, it doesn't affect the testing because you're holding the belly point. So then we just focus on Tara and test her. I've never really seen it be, like, confusing about, I'm testing the wrong person, because you're acting like a conduit. right? Just like we are.
Mm-hmm.
So you're a conduit for her, so we're just focusing on her. It doesn't really get confused with you because you're in that role as a conduit.
Oh, good. Because as soon as you said you were using me, I thought, oh dear, whatever I should tell you what I've got going on. So I got my own crap going on over here. I'm just curious, actually. Can you do, like, on me what you did for Tara and see if there's any alignments? I've had problems with the rampant inflammation returning and fairly extreme levels.
Like through your whole body or a specific area?
Well, yeah, it's systemic. It's definitely in some major joints, which are causing major problems, but it's definitely systemic as well. It dates back to when I checked myself out of the hospital when I had sepsis years ago. Actually, it was from that thing you were testing me on the way for my gallbladder on the way to emergency. It dates back that long. And I ended up getting sepsis in that process. And, I mean, those guys were going to kill me, the stupid things they were doing in the hospital. So I kept calling them on their stuff, and they shoved me in a private room and tried to make me silenced that way. And then I thought, oh, my God, I'm going to die in here. So I had my daughter come pick me up and check me out. So I never got rid of the full sepsis, so it circulated a systemic inflammation for years. So it's been like an up and down constant battle, and it's morphed into inflammation in major joints and organs and crap. So it's just an ongoing battle. It's like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I think one of the things, and we can test this for you, you know, as an example, is what I've seen over the years, you know, doing this for some years now, is that vitamin C IVs help with sepsis more than anything else I've ever seen. Yeah, so, you know, that's something, and we can test that for you, too. So, Nicole, so if you just say right now, say I want to be healthy.
I want to be healthy.
Okay, so go ahead and hold that belly point again. This time it's for you.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So 100% over any blocks to accurate testing, deception in my testing. Okay. 100% free of any spiritual interference, attachment, non-physically attached fields. Okay. So just as an example, so I had a vitamin C IV a couple weeks ago for my dental implant procedure. So if I think about just vitamin C IV for you, Nicole, say that IV.
That IV.
Okay, good. Say that IV, I want to be healthy.
That IV, I want to be healthy.
Say this would be helpful.
This would be helpful.
Say that's testing strong. Yes, again, one-handed muscle testing technique. Say significantly.
Significantly.
Yes. Okay. And then we want to ask your body, like, how often? What does your body think? Again, dosage, how often? Okay. My highest and best good to do this, again, ideally, to my highest and best good to do this weekly? Yes. More than once a week? No. Once a week? What's your body's prediction? And sometimes our bodies don't predict perfectly, and we like to check along the way because things can heal faster than you think. But if we check, okay, what's your body's prediction? Once a week? Yes. How many weeks? More than 1, more than 2, more than 3, more than 4. Your body says once a week for 4 weeks and then recheck. Because, yeah, what vitamin C has been shown to literally reverse sepsis much better than any other substance that has been researched. So, you know, that would be the first thing I would recommend. And then, you know, based on your joint inflammation and all of that, you know, one of the things we would ask would be, right, okay, one of the things we test for would say, okay, something in the terrain changed for Nicole that has caused all of this. Yes. Priority is physical. I get it. Yes. Okay. Back, does this indeed date back to when the sepsis occurred? Yes, absolutely. Prior to that, no. Okay, so that's right on. So your gut feeling about that's correct. So then if we think about the joint, the joint pain and inflammation, so we would check that as well and test that and what's going on there. So we'd say, okay, one of the things we do, and this is a little more advanced, but we'll show it anyway, is a cell surface receptor scan. That's level 2. Muscle testing is level 1. So once you get that down, you can move on to level 2 and get more advanced. So then we would say 100% of functional anti-joint inflammation factors, anti-inflammatory factors in general. Okay, so what are we looking at there? What's the priority here? Something man-made or chemical? No. Metals? No. Biological? Yes. Okay. So just for demonstration purposes, yes, the most significant issue here is pathogens. That's right. Okay. We'll probably find, a couple of foods here and there that aren't great for what's going on. That's true. But other than that, we're going to find pathogens here. So that's okay. So Nicole, say I'm fighting a virus.
I'm fighting a virus.
Yes. Okay. Virus. Hit virus. More than 2, more than 3, more than 4, more than 5. There's 6 old viruses in that field. Say I'm fighting a bacteria.
I'm fighting bacteria.
0, more than 1, more than 2, more than 3. There's 4 bacteria, and I'm thinking about the joint. Mycoplasma, 1. Unknown pathogen, 2. There's some parasites in the field, also in the joint. There's a fungal infection showing up as well.
Yeah.
Okay. The bacterial biofilms from the original. Okay. So those pathogens are in the field. So what we would do is, reconnect your system, show your body those pathogens, where they are in the system, so your body can start to clear them. And it's cool because once your body can start to see something, it'll heal it a lot faster. And then, then if you say, okay, I'm going to do vitamin C IV, your body is tuned into what's going on, so it's going to work faster.
Wow.
Yeah, it's like bringing it to the light, Yeah.
Wow. That was a lot. Oh, my goodness. Interesting. So, yeah. Now, you can see why it was going to bleed through. I thought, oh, dear, using me. Oh. So, as far as my action steps, I should check the vitamin C IV treatment then.
Yeah,
I want to start.
Yes. Go ahead, Kalyani. Yes.
Yeah. Hey, Nicole, and I'm also picking up that some infrared would be good for you, like infrared sauna. So I think there may be a detox aspect to this as well. And also oil pulling in the mouth. Has your mouth had any significant dental work or fillings or things? Yeah, so you want to detox your mouth with oil pulling. Have you ever done that? You swish around the oil?
Yeah, I've got some here, actually. Yes, I do. I haven't been doing it, to be honest, but I've got it ready to go.
Well, some of those oils are anti-inflammatory. I know olive oil is, I'm not sure if coconut oil is, but yeah. Sometimes those heavy metals and things, or, the toxins bind with those pathogens too, or they just, create up a team and, so I think it'll help everything. A little detox.
Cool. Well, that was an amazing demo from level 1 to advanced at the end, and the surrogacy and all. We covered a lot today. I'm just realizing the time has just zipped by us. So we've got to get you guys to do a quick wrap. I'm just going to let the next host know that we're running a bit over, and some shameless self-promotion as well.
Okay. Well, I've just got to say, Kalyani, you've got a class coming up like this month. Is it next week?
Yeah, October 23rd and the 28th. It's 2 days, so you're welcome to sign up on our website under the events. That's our 1A class, and then we're doing a 1B in December. And they do free Zoom calls, little intros like this, helping people learn a technique on themselves through Eventbrite. So you can find us on Eventbrite and sign up there for those little Zoom calls.
Yeah, so the muscle testing class is starting next week, everybody, October 23rd. And go to besthealingsolutions.com, and it's in the shop. And you'll find events, and then there's the shop, and it's inexpensive. And Kalyani, how many hours is it each day?
It's about 2.5 hours each day.
Yeah, so that's manageable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
It's
you all
great.
have
we do.
You got to learn how to muscle test. It saves your life. It helps your life. It helps your health. It makes you happy.
Yeah. The best. It's life-changing.
Yeah, it really is. It really is.
Yeah, and even if you already know how to do basic muscle testing, we teach you more how to use it and how to do we teach you how to do this whole environmental toxin scan. So in the very first class, you're going to learn totally how to check all your whole environment, everything you breathe, eat, touch. Yeah, so it's really great. We also go over surrogate testing. We go over other things, EMFs and things like that, how to check for those things too, and how to check yourself for accuracy and how to troubleshoot. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best class you'll ever take, guaranteed.
Beautiful. Well, we're right at the tippy top. We've got to call it there. We've got you on in a couple of weeks. Looking forward to that. Great show today, guys. Thanks for being here, and looking forward to next time.
Thank you, Nicole. Thanks, Kalyani.
Thank you. Thank you, Nicole and Beth and everybody.
All right.
Yeah, Kalyani.
Whoops, sorry.
Thanks, my birds.
There we go. Okay, so we've got Beth is all linked up at newsforthesoul.com. We got to hit the quick reset break here, and we're right back with Conscious Parenting with Sandra right after this.
Hear all of our previously aired broadcasts of News for the Soul online at newsforthesoul.com. Now let's get back to the show.